Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. You know, I am so thankful for having this channel and having all of you great fans out there. And not all of you are Dallas Cowboy fans. That's true. Believe it or not, I have a lot of Eagle fans that are on here. Philly 500, he's actually, like one of my best buddies. Like I said, he's like family. Like that uncle that you always tell the kids to stay away from, or that aunt that says, "Come give me some sugar, baby." Got the big, thick, hairy caterpillar mustache and stuff. Family. But on a serious tip, seriously though, we do have a lot of Eagle fans as well as fans from other teams and actually trolls that hate me and stuff. And that's what actually makes football great, is being able to talk about football more than just Sunday. We only have 16 games, but most of the enjoyment and the fun is actually just the talk among friends and enemies, or frenemies, so to speak. So today I'm going to go ahead and troll you Eagles and things. Because see, you Eagle fans think that you do gourmet eating. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but since November, off and on, I've been doing a keto diet. Every day that I'm cooking, I end up live streaming what I'm cooking and all that, because you guys keep me honest and say, I know that, oh my God, I got to let you guys know what I'm eating for dinner. And if I blow up, well, I'm a liar. Well, I've lost about 32, 33 pounds, and I'm continuing to do this. And I'm learning how to cook a little bit differently, but still have great taste. Now, speaking of great taste, you Eagle fans don't really understand what great taste is. Now, I'm going to show you how I do my steak and cheese, okay? Or you guys say cheesesteak because you put that cheese whiz on there. Screw that stuff. Here's what I'm going to do. Because I was trying to figure out what to cook for dinner today, and I went in my freezer, and I had a couple T-bone steaks in here. See, this is nice meat as far as if you're doing a keto diet. Keto, you need fat. And in fact, for flavor, you need fat. So what I'm going to do, I put this in to defrost some, but not completely. You don't want it to be completely thawed out, because then you can actually slice this real nice and thin. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slice all this off. I'm going to leave some of this fat on here. And then I'm going to season it. And then I'm going to try out my new griddle. Oh my goodness. I got a new toy out there, guys. I have my Camp Chief griddle. And this is going to be good. All right, so Andrew Luck retiring took the NFL by surprise. And it's actually really, really sad that his career is done 7 years into it. But you got to understand what happened. Because see, here's the problem, and what people don't realize is it doesn't matter necessarily what gifts you have. You only have a finite amount of time. And some guys are more susceptible to injuries than others. Because here's the thing that's kind of crazy. Some guys play NFL football on the line, for 10, 15 plus years and never get dementia. You can look at a guy like Deacon Jones, who had his NFL career, the man who invented the head slap. The guy they coined sack after. He never missed a single game. And I can't remember how many years, but I think it was well over 15 years that he played. Oops, Simba. Okay, well that's gone. Never had any major injuries. Other guys, well, they're dealing with a lot. And the problem for a lot of players is, as you get older, you aren't as healthy as you used to be. We found that out with Tony Romo. When Tony Romo was healthy, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. You see how I'm cutting this nice and thin? Look at this. You see that? See that marble in there? That's going to be great. So I'm trying to slice this as thin as possible, but still a little bit chunky. So with Tony Romo, and I call it Romo-itis, because unfortunately Tony Romo's body started to break down. And it was the ribs, and then it was the back or the collarbone. You could look at a guy like Sam Bradford, who literally, you could say, stole money from the NFL because he had made up like 125 million and stuff, and it seemed like every year he was dealing with another injury, and I believe he's still out there. Might get a phone call from somebody who needs a quarterback. And then you have other guys like Tom Brady, although the officials help him keep his career going, who's well into his 40s and still doing great. But you get to the point where your body fails you. And the more you have these injuries, the more you continue to get them. And Andrew Luck was literally facing year after year after year of rehabbing and injuries and pain and medications and stuff, and realized I just cannot do this on the same level as I used to. And I don't want to be, that guy who's just hanging on, and he retired only 7 years in. And we're talking about a guy who actually only played in 6 seasons, but 4 of those 6 seasons had over 4,000 yards. That's incredible. Which brings me to Carson Wentz. And this is where you Eagle fans are going to get mad at me. But I tell you what, though. You see this? You see the steak, right? You see the steak here, right? Oh, I'm going to be cooking this live later on. And see, it's not just about the steak. We're going to have some fresh onions and peppers, some jalapeno peppers that are going to be grilled and sauteed. Ooh, and some butter. Butter. And then we're going to put some Swiss cheese or pepper jack cheese on there. Some nice tomato slices. Yes, that's right. There are vegetables. I know you Eagle fans don't know that. But this is where you have to think about Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck, his first 3 seasons, no injuries. Not at all. He was good to go. But along came the 4th season, and the rest of his career, he stayed injured. So this is where you have to start worrying if you're an Eagle fan. Because I know that if you take any of the injuries that Carson Wentz has had, singly, none of them are really that big a deal. But when you start putting it together, he's had rib injuries, back injuries, and a knee that's been completely rebuilt. And this is only his 4th season. So is this possibly the future for Carson Wentz? Could Carson Wentz continue to have these kinds of issues like Andrew Luck, and you might see a shortened career? I'm not wishing it on him. I'm just putting it out there that some guys just seem to stay injured while other ones just don't ever seem to get injured. And I think the Eagles are thinking that as well, because they're not getting him anywhere near the field. And that's the sad part about football, is the injuries. Because ultimately, what I enjoy most about the Cowboys-Eagle games that we had last year, there's nothing worse than when a team comes at you and says, oh, well, we didn't have our starting quarterback. Oh, we were injured. That's the only reason. No. I don't want excuses. I want to kick your ass with all of your players so you don't have an excuse. So what we're going to do here with our steak here, after I finish slicing all this up, I'm going to put some Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to put a little bit of red wine, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, some Montreal steak seasoning, a little chipotle chili powder, some garlic salt, and some fresh pepper on this. I'm going to let this marinate for about an hour. Then I'm going to go cook this out on the grill. And I'm going to show you. Oh, and I got mushrooms too. I'm going to show you guys what real eating is. And we're going to break in this grill. the right way. Yeah, that's right. I'm a troll. And I know you don't want to watch. You don't want to be part of this. But you literally can't stop. Because, guys, I'm like crack. I just keep calling you, man, and calling you and calling you. Oh, excuse me, Roscoe. Sorry about that, my man. You got to stay out from underneath my feet. Where's my red wine? Okay, I don't see my... Oh, there it is. What's happening, Mr. Michael? Thank you for cutting the grass. I appreciate that.
Well, you got some.
I'm going to go out here and actually sand the cabinets and put some paint on that. Got to slice up our mushrooms too. Got to have mushrooms on a steak and cheese. Garlic salt. Bam. Montreal steak seasoning. Bam. And pepper. See all that stuff? Look at that. Ooh-wee. We're gonna stir this up and let this soak in all that goodness. And then we're gonna cook it on our griddle. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. All right. I'll see you guys in about, we'll say 6-ish. 6 o'clock, where I show you how to eat a real steak and cheese. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you soon.